Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I'm still creating. I just haven't really been able to share because my partners haven't received their swaps yet. So all of my swaps I did on Instagram are done and were done on time. But my swaps for my besties Haley and Shamika are running late, and that's okay. You know, I think Haley's the only one that's mailed out yet. And then, you know how life just sometimes gets in the way of our crafting. Rude. So I'm just kind of finishing up. I want to be finished. I have the weekend off, so I want to be finished tomorrow so I can have time to film and photograph everything. And yes, I got my nails done. I got a manicure. It was way overdue. Watching my videos was painful, seeing how many cuticles I had. But since I work at Starbucks, I'm not allowed to have nail polish at work. But since I had 5 days off, I went ahead and got them painted. Now I can't do gel, so obviously they're chipping a little bit. I can't do gel because it just wouldn't be worth it to take it off in 5 days. But I feel like a new person, and they did a really good job. And so I'm glad I don't have to say, please excuse my nails this time. But this is a very impromptu video. I'm going to have to tell them not to watch it because I have just decided to throw these little frames together. I'm kind of just doing some last minute. I got very squirrel brained. I never said, hey, I'm going to do this. I just basically made a bunch of embellishments, and I'm figuring out how I'm going to package them up. But I have these frames, and they're bothering me because I have not been using them. Well, it just so happens I have these tiny little bags. So I have these tiny bags that I ordered from, sorry, the Harley's firing up behind me, outside. So if you have ever been like me and made a mistake in ordering bags that you thought were going to be 3 inches by 5 inches, but they're 3 centimeters by 5 centimeters. I mean, dumb mistake, but it's okay. I mean, they were probably only a couple bucks. And actually, I have found uses for them. So I have used them for like some intricate little die cuts, and I have used them in packaging up some little goodies, or like I made an embellishment box and I use these to kind of keep things contained in the actual box itself. So not a full loss, but I said these are about the right size to do little frames, but they barely cover up the window once it's closed, so it's very tedious, and I keep having to rip them apart and start over. So I figured I would just show you how I turned my mistake into a happy little accident, basically. So I've been doing Snow and Cocoa, and so these are the ones I've come up with so far, and okay, they're super cute. Like, I mean, I'm gonna use one to embellish the last little thing I'm making them, and I'm going to put one as a goodie inside so they can use it or further embellish it themselves. And this is one I have not embellished yet. So I thought they were cute. But as you can see, I barely have enough paper. I don't have enough to tape up there, so I'm having to very barely get the corners in there and tape the corners. But I think once I embellish them and everything, and this, I had to seal it with this bottom part of the frame. So I've just been embellishing the bottoms, but I think it's cute. I like the way it came out. I might change this sentiment. I don't know if I'm in love with this yellow, but I just wanted to get an idea of how these were going to come out. And this one that's gold, actually, I am going to use my Merry Days mix, because I've been using gold with Merry Days, and I've been using silver with Snow and Cocoa. So I don't know why. I need to use some gold with Snow and Cocoa so I can get rid of some of these snowflakes and the wood pieces, but I don't know, I just like silver with it, so that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna make this one into Merry Days, I'm gonna make this one into Snow and Cocoa. Actually, should I use, I really like this one I have, and the craft one. So I had 2 packs of these, obviously. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, my Snow and Cocoa one first. And I'm gonna fill it up with the little sequins, but I'm not gonna seal it. So this basically is just about overcoming your little mistakes and using what you have, which is going to be my theme for 2020. Using what I have, because I don't need any more crap. I thought about buying the new Valentine's line, but I'm just not going to do it. I need to figure out a way to do it with what I have, and I already put away 20 bucks that when the stuff comes out at Michael's, the Valentine's stuff, I'll buy some embellishments or stickers or something, but I'm not going to go crazy. I don't need paper or anything like that. I think I can make it with what I have. So basically I want to not seal this bag. So I left this little red thing on here so maybe you can see that that's where the bag would seal, but I won't have enough room if I do it like that. So basically what I'm having to do is run a line of hot glue right under where this bag seals, and then place the frame over it in such a way that it closes and seals the bag. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, and this is just a little piece of snow and cocoa paper that I have printed, so I'm not that worried about it. But you kind of have to come up over. So basically you have to seal that edge and pull it down a little bit so it seals the edge and gives you a little bit of room up top to seal the stuff. And I can see that it did not seal on that take. So let me see if I can get my glue gun down in there, we might be okay. Because like I said, I'm going to be covering up this little bottom part with embellishments. So I'm just going to try and seeing if that seals. And then we'll just put a sentiment or something over where all this glue is. But I want to let it dry so that none of my sequins stick to that glue there. Because the bag is not sealed. I think it's sealed now. So let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. So basically what I want to do now is move my sequins down a little bit so that the corners are free of sequins. Okay, and then see, I barely have enough room. I don't know if you can pick up on this. But see, I barely have enough room. Like, I wouldn't even have enough to tape it. So what I've been doing is just gluing my corners down. So putting some glue there. And then holding it down. And I'm trying to press it away from the inside of the frame. Okay, so here, same thing. There's a little bit of glitter. There, I'm just going to go with it. You really only need a tiny dot of glue. And then I'm going to press it down. And let it hold. I'm not worried too much about the sides because this will be flat on something, so it's really all good. And then I'm just going to cut this with the craft knife because, like I said, I am going to, as you can see here, I have just kind of covered up the bottom to where you can't see the bottom. So it's covered up. It shakes. It's fine. Even not being, you know, adhered there on the sides, it's fine. And then this one I'm going to do Merry Days, I do believe. This was my Merry Days. Yes, I got one of these red coffee cups. My store ended up having to close. We had an emergency, and we had all these cups left the next day. So I grabbed one. I was going to send it to my friend, Shamika, but then when I was putting it in the envelope, it broke. Look, there's a big crack in it, so boo. But I've been using it as a sequins thing, so there you go. Waste not, want not. A little bit more there. Okay. So now my sequins, maybe just a little bit more. I feel like I don't have enough in some of these. Okay, so I'm going to try the same thing. To seal, try to seal. Let me put it on this paper so maybe you have a better chance at seeing the little seal. And you're going to see my desk mess over here. Sorry, I just have my notes of like notebook sizes and stuff like that. Okay, so I can tell that that may be sealed, but it didn't. Oh no, actually, yeah, it didn't seal. So what I'm going to do is go back. I'm going to put a little bit of glue behind the frame. I'm just going to come back and that should seal it. Like I said, we're going to cover this up so it's all good. I just want to give a chance to let that dry and let it seal. I believe it's sealed now. the glue has sealed it. Okay, same thing. We are going to, I barely made it on this one, Lord. Okay, I might just have to do this one side and hope for the best. So I have enough there. I'm going to seal it. And this one came out really sideways, but I think it's still going to work. So I'm going to be super careful and just put a tiniest dot of glue that I can get. Got it. Okay, that one barely made it, but at least I didn't have to redo it, because that's just how it goes when you're on camera. Alright. Actually, that little one might be, that gold one might be stuck there forever. But it is fine. Does not have to be perfect to be beautiful. Look at that little cute. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this off. And then I'll have to find some way to embellish. Alright, where's my Merry Days chippies? Let's see if I have any sentiments left. No sentiments left. Okay, let's see my tags. Let's see what I got here. I really don't want to have to like print and cut something. I just lost all over my secret project. Okay. Now let's see here. Do I have anything that's small enough? No, that's not really small enough. Do I have any tags that are small? See, that one's cute, but I'm not in love with the coloring of it. I would rather have red or something bold. What about this special delivery? Pink, and then I could do a... Oh my god, I have not been able to use any of these little buttons. Maybe one of these buttons. No. Not in love with the coloring because it's pink. Maybe this one. Special delivery should be like Santa, or I have this button too. It's cute. I could put that. Might work. Have a very Merry Christmas. All right, let's see here. Whatever, you will know how to embellish your dang. See, if I do that, I want to use like a little gem there or something. And gold and the pink and green, I'm just not feeling it. I want something red. So I will figure that out. So basically what I'm going to do is just go through and embellish these little guys with either a sentiment or something that will cover up. Oh, here's a little chip piece that I have left. That might work. A button and a ho ho ho. I really wish I had some red though. Oh, I know. So let's see, do I have any little rosettes left? I do not. There's a little... I know what I'm going to try. My little bows. I just spent a whole day making these bows, but they're so cute. And this will give me a pop of gold, a pop of red, and a pop of green. Since my sentiment is white, I think that'll be cute. So that is what I'm going to use. Ho ho ho. And a little bow. Little mini bow. I love it. Oh, these bows are just to die for. So cute. Alright, there's all kinds of weirdness. The other day I left my glue gun on for like a day. It happens. Alright, so there is that little guy. I hope I didn't go off frame for that. I'm sorry if I did. I'm really happy. I think that's cute. So cute. Alright, and then for this one, I am going to use something. Let's see. No, I'm not feeling that. Maybe this one. Super festive. And do I have any more? I don't know if I have any more Snow and Cocoa sentiment stickers either. I think I am going to stitch that. I will be right back. No, I already lost one. Crap, I should have glued it down. I believe I'm going to stitch this, and it's only going to take a second, so please just bear with me. I'm just going to use the white that I already have in my machine. I think silver would probably be better, but we're just going to try this. We're just going to hope for the best here. Little R doesn't want to stay on. I really should have taped those down. Alright, so that's what I ended up with. And that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to leave the tails a little bit wonky for some interest there. Yay. I'm going to hot glue that puppy right down. One of my tiny rosettes. And then I'll find something to put there. Where is my... Okay, Okay, these ones I already have printed out. I doubt I have anything that small, and that's really what I need to do today is go through and print and cut some like super tiny. Oh, this one's small. Oh my gosh. That's the one. So, thank you for joining me. This has been my little impromptu, very unplanned little process video slash tutorial. If you have any little small bags, you can make this work. And if you don't have small bags, then what you can do is use your fuser, and then some of these, you know, you pick these up for $2 sometimes at Michael's or wherever, and or Tuesday morning, I mean. So you can pick these up and then you can just put them and fuse them, and then that would probably be easier because you wouldn't be limited to such small little tiny bags. But I just felt this was a good way that I could use up some of my bags and use up some of the frames that I have not used at all. So thank you for joining me. I'm just going to show you them once again. So there's my Merry Days one. I might put something in this corner too. So here's the craft one. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the table. Sorry. This one I still have to embellish, but I'm going to do that off camera. Because I don't know what I'm going to put there. I might print and cut something. Or I might send this as a blank for Haley to embellish. Because I'm sending Haley mainly Snow and Cocoa and then one Merry Days thing. And then last year I had sent Shamika Snow and Cocoa, so I'm going to use Merry Days for her. And then I bought Snowflake and haven't even used it yet. I'm hoping that they will come out like Tuesday morning did this year and come out with some Snowflake stuff next year. And so since I'm still trying to use up all my Snow and Cocoa and Merry Days, I just haven't even really busted into my Snowflake yet. That'll be for next year. And I won't have to buy anything. I need to quit buying. No more retail therapy. But those are my embellishments. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great Christmas and I hope you have a very great weekend and a Happy New Year. No!